shocking situation involving rapper GloRilla, reality TV star and businesswoman Angela Simmons, and hip-hop mogul Yo Gotti. Apparently, things have gotten so intense that insiders are claiming GloRilla attacked Angela Simmons, not physically, but verbally. And it all stemmed from Angela getting too close to Yo Gotti again. Now, this might sound wild, but it's not coming out of nowhere. For those who've been keeping tabs on Yo Gotti and Angela's on-again, off-again love story, you know these two have had a rocky road. One minute they're deeply in love, traveling together, showing off their matching designer fits on Instagram, and the next minute they're unfollowing each other, deleting posts, and sparking breakup rumors. But this time, the drama didn't just stay between them, because GloRilla stepped right in, and according to several sources, she was not here for Angela's recent behavior. To really understand why this whole thing blew up, you have to know how deep GloRilla's connection to Yo Gotti goes. This isn't just some industry acquaintance. Yo Gotti discovered GloRilla back in 2022 after her breakout hit FNF Let's Go went viral. He believed in her raw Memphis energy, her authenticity, and her grind. He signed her to his label, CMG, Collective Music Group, and from that point forward, their bond became almost like family. Glo has said multiple times in interviews that she considers Yo Gotti a mentor and a big brother figure. He's the one who helped her navigate fame, music, and the pressures of success. So when she sees people coming in and out of his life, especially romantically, she's reportedly very protective. She's loyal to him in a way that goes beyond business. And that's exactly why fans are saying this situation with Angela hit a nerve. GloRilla feels that Yo Gotti has a good heart and that Angela only seems to come around when it benefits her. Some insiders have even claimed that Glo thinks Angela is using Gotti to stay in the headlines and that her love for him is not as genuine as it appears on Instagram. Whether that's true or not, one thing's for sure, Glo doesn't play about loyalty, and she's made it clear that anyone who crosses that line is going to feel her wrath. The tension really started boiling over a few weekends ago when all three, GloRilla, Angela, and Yo Gotti, all ended up at the same private event in Atlanta. Yo Gotti was hosting a birthday celebration for a close friend, and both ladies were in attendance. GloRilla was performing at the event, and Angela showed up unexpectedly, and this is where things started to get messy. Eyewitnesses at the event told reporters that Angela arrived dressed to impress, rocking a sleek designer outfit and making sure all eyes were on her. Yo Gotti, who had been in VIP for most of the night, greeted her warmly, a little too warmly, according to people nearby. The two were seen chatting, laughing, and even sharing a few whispers that looked a lot more intimate than friendly. Now, here's where it gets interesting. GloRilla, who was preparing to go on stage, allegedly caught a glimpse of this interaction, and she did not look happy. Sources say she looked visibly irritated, almost like she felt disrespected seeing Angela cozying up to Gotti again. After she performed, things reportedly escalated backstage. According to multiple eyewitnesses, Glo confronted Angela, calling her out for playing games with Yo Gotti's heart. The argument quickly turned heated. Glo was allegedly shouting, saying things like, "You don't care about him, you just pop up when you need attention." Angela reportedly tried to keep calm and brushed it off, but that only seemed to make Glo angrier. Security had to step in to de-escalate the situation before it turned physical. And of course, as always in the digital age, someone caught snippets of the incident on camera, but those clips were mysteriously deleted from social media within hours. Still, fans caught enough to know something had gone down. The next morning, the entire internet was buzzing with #GloVsAngela trending on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. What really poured gasoline on the fire was what happened afterward. Instead of ignoring the rumors, GloRilla posted something that had fans convinced she was taking direct shots at Angela. On her Instagram story, she wrote, "Some people only come around when they see your shine. Keep that fake love away from me and mine." Now, that might seem like a general statement, but given the timing, everyone assumed she was referring to Angela. Just a few hours earlier, Angela had posted a photo of herself and Yo Gotti, sitting close and smiling with the caption, "Real love always finds its way back." The internet went wild. Fans immediately started connecting dots, with one user tweeting, "Glo talking about Angela for sure. She doesn't like how Angela keeps running back to Gotti." Another wrote, "Glo acts like Gotti's girlfriend, not his artist." But Angela wasn't about to let that slide either. A few days later, she clapped back in her signature, subtle way by posting a motivational quote to her Instagram that said, "A woman who moves with peace doesn't entertain chaos. I know my place and I don't compete." Now, let's be real. Angela is known for using classy shade. She's not one to argue online, but that post said everything it needed to without saying any names. And to make matters worse, Yo Gotti himself liked the post, which made fans believe he was siding with Angela over his own artist. That one tap on Instagram caused another round of chaos across the blogs. Behind the scenes, sources say that Yo Gotti was furious that the situation had spilled into public view. He reportedly called both women for a private meeting to address the drama and remind them that CMG is a business, not a battlefield. He didn't want the label's name trending for gossip instead of music. However, those close to the camp claim that GloRilla didn't hold back even during that conversation. She apparently told Gotti exactly how she felt, that Angela was only around when things were going good for him, and that she disappears the moment things get rough. Glo supposedly reminded him how supportive she's been since day one, helping to represent CMG proudly and staying loyal while other people walked away. Yo Gotti, trying to keep the peace, reportedly told both women that he loves and respects them, but that he won't tolerate any more public drama. Still, insiders say that things haven't fully cooled down. Glo and Angela have not been seen in the same place since the argument, and it's clear there's still some bad blood simmering under the surface. Now, this brings us to the real question everyone's debating. Is GloRilla jealous of Angela Simmons? On the surface, it might look that way. Glo's reaction was emotional, passionate, and honestly, a bit possessive. But if you dig deeper, it might not be jealousy in the romantic sense. GloRilla has always been a very loyal person. When she rides for someone, she rides hard. She said before that she can't stand fake people who only come around for clout. So from her perspective, she might genuinely feel like she's defending Yo Gotti from heartbreak or manipulation. It's possible that she sees Angela as someone who plays the media game, appearing in Gotti's life when it's convenient and disappearing when things cool off. Glo has seen how quickly people switch up in the industry, and maybe she just doesn't trust Angela's intentions. Of course, fans online are split down the middle. Some believe GloRilla is out of line for inserting herself in her boss's personal life. Others think she's just looking out for him like a true friend. But what everyone agrees on is that this drama has created a divide that's hard to ignore, not just between Angela and Glo, but also within Yo Gotti's circle. Interestingly, through all of this chaos, Yo Gotti has remained almost completely silent. No statements, no interviews, not even a cryptic post. But sometimes silence speaks louder than words. His recent actions suggest that he's trying to balance both relationships. He's still been seen promoting GloRilla's music and reposting her performances on his story. At the same time, he's been spotted out in public with Angela Simmons again, dining in LA, attending events together, and looking very cozy. People close to the situation say that Gotti is trying to keep his focus on business and love separately. But as we all know, when emotions are involved, it's never that simple. Some insiders even say he feels torn. Glo is like family, but Angela is someone he's truly in love with. That's a tough position for anyone to be in, especially when the whole internet is watching. Of course, social media had a field day with this. Fans flooded comment sections with memes, jokes, and speculation. Some were siding with Angela, calling her a grown woman who doesn't owe GloRilla an explanation. Others accused Angela of being a clout chaser who loves the spotlight whenever she's linked to Yo Gotti. One fan commented, "Glo acting like Yo Gotti's bodyguard. Chill, sis, that's his woman." Another fired back with, "Angela better not play with Gotti. Glo knows what's up."
TikTok creators started making videos recreating the alleged confrontation, while Twitter was flooded with think pieces about loyalty, friendship, and women competing over men in the industry. It's safe to say that this whole saga has taken on a life of its own, and it's showing no signs of dying down. So, what's next for these three? Well, sources close to CMGs say that the team is doing their best to keep things under wraps for now. There are rumors that Gotti has asked both women to avoid public events together until things truly blow over. Meanwhile, GloRilla is focusing on new music and her upcoming tour, while Angela continues posting inspirational content and photos with her son, seemingly unbothered.
But let's be honest, fans are waiting for the next move. Will GloRilla and Angela cross paths again? Will Gotti step up and finally speak publicly about the tension? Or will this all fade away quietly behind closed doors? In this industry, where everything becomes public eventually, we can bet that this story isn't finished. It's only a matter of time before one of them says something or posts something that reignites the whole situation. At the end of the day, this whole drama is a mix of love, loyalty, and blurred boundaries. GloRilla may not have meant any harm, but her protective nature and deep loyalty to Gotti might have pushed her to overstep. Angela Simmons, on the other hand, seems to be standing firm in her peace, letting her confidence and her connection with Gotti speak for itself. And Gotti? Well, he's the man caught in the middle of two strong, outspoken women, one representing his business, the other representing his heart. It's a situation that could only happen in the world of fame, where personal lives and professional relationships constantly collide under the public eye. So what do you think? Was GloRilla wrong for calling Angela out, or was she simply defending someone she cares deeply about? And how do you think Gotti should handle this moving forward? Let me know in the comments below, because this story just keeps getting messier by the day.